Well, hello everybody, this is Buccaneer64, and today we're going to be flying in Microsoft Flight Simulator because this particular aircraft, the A-1 Skyraider, this is from Miltech, and this has just been recently released, and we're going to be flying this from here at North Island, which is the naval base in San Diego, and we're going to fly from here to John Wayne International at Santa Ana, California. It's about a 70-mile flight, but we're going to see how well this bird works. And I went ahead because, DCS has not had this yet. This is an aircraft I've been waiting for a very, very long time, and we're just going to give it a shot. Maybe I can use this as a way to learn how the aircraft feels, how it works. Now, grant you in DCS, it'll be the flight dynamics and everything will probably be completely different. But this aircraft flew for a long time in the U.S. military. It was a workhorse in the Vietnam War. Especially for downed pilots to help ward off the enemy as helicopters came in to get the downed pilots. And this was basically a predecessor prior to the A-10, because this thing could linger a long time and it could carry a massive amount of ordnance. It's just a great airplane, and so we're going to give it a shot. This is going to be my first attempt at it. I expect it to probably have maybe, a little glitchy because it's brand new aircraft. But let's get inside the aircraft and let's give it a shot. And keep your fingers crossed. See how it goes. See you inside the aircraft. Okay, so first things first, let's get rid of these chocks. Let's get the ground power attached. Let's get inside the cockpit. Okay. Alright, so let's turn off the head tracking. Okay, nothing yet, so we got to get things started. All right. Turn on the power. Generator. Let's take a look at this first. Okay, so we've got a flight plan. Going to be taking off from runway 29 here in San Diego. It's a 70-mile flight. So turn that off. Okay, so mixture to full rich. Alrighty. Tail wheel locked. Fuel turned on. Fuel boost is on. Magnetos are on. Okay, so with that, let's make sure the parking brake is set, otherwise we're going to start rolling as soon as this girl gets up. Let's open the cockpit. Alright, so primer, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, and 5, and start. Yeah, she's a smoky old girl when she starts up. Okay. For some reason the trim right now is not working. Huh. How about my flaps? Nope. Gotta work on my key bindings with this thing. But we'll let the engine run up. Alright. So with this, we're going to get rid of external power and go into internal. Pitot heat on. Lights on. Get some internal lights on. Okay. God darn it. Manifold pressure. Let's take a look outside. Now these cow flaps look like they're already open. Let's see what they look like when they're closed. Okay, they are closing. Alright, very good. So let's get them open. And they're opening. Alright, that's good. So, with that, I think we're about now. Flaps in takeoff position. Let's see if they'll come back up. Nope, they're not working. So, I'm going to have to look at my controls and see what we got going on here. Alright. Alright, so let's take a look at our FPS. 50s. It'll get better. At least I think it will. We'll check it a little bit later. Alright, set park and brake. Tail wheel lock. Okay. Okay, everything's looking the way it's supposed to. Flaps are down. Full power. All right. Okay, gear coming up. Flaps coming up. Okay, and there's the mission bay. It's not. Okay. So the trim is not working for me yet. Okay. Well. Okay, so We're about halfway to the airport. Haven't decided yet whether I'm going to land at John Wayne or Fullerton Airport. But it appears that she's flying okay. Went ahead, since I'm flying this as a civilian airplane, to put my GTN 750 in there. Seems to be flying okay. Doing about 240 plus miles per hour. Or knots, I should say. Everything's looking good. Let's not get carried away here. But my angle of attack, my climb indicator, doesn't appear to be working right now. I'm not sure any of my avionics is working. Okay, why isn't anything working? Now that's working. Cow flaps. Yeah, none of this appears to be working. Huh, wonder if that's a glitch. At about 37, okay, manifold pressure's good. About 248 knots. Airspeed's 239, okay. Okay, so let's lock. Nothing's working. Okay, this is a glitch. Uh-huh. Yep. Pause isn't on. Yeah, a lot of my click areas are not working. Why is that? Fullerton. Okay. So that's where we're supposed to be going. And yet this map okay. See, none of my climb thing. Okay. Whoops, we've got a spin. Alright. Neutralize. And bring her back. Okay, we got her back. Okay. None of my gauges are working. This is bad. This is very bad. So all the gauges even my throttles. Okay, trim is not working. Throttle on the page is not working. Okay. This is going to make landing this thing a little bit difficult. Okay. So what we're going to do My HOTAS is not working. I've turned my throttle completely off. Okay, so boy, if we get this bird figured out, she's going to be a great fun. Okay, so oh, this should be fun. Okay, coming into John Wayne. None of the gauges are working. None of my indicators are working, but I can tell that the flaps are down. My engine throttle is foobar, and okay, and I'm using this with my prop RPM. And we're coming in the wrong way, I guess. But I don't care. I just want to try and make a safe landing with a crippled airplane. Oops. Oops, oops. Okay, well. The wings are folded? How the hell did that happen? Yep, the tail lock, nothing's working. That was really strange, because now showing the wings folded. Well, now, isn't that interesting? Landing gear was down, but the indicator's not showing it. Huh. That's very, very strange. Oh well. Wings folded up. Isn't that something? Okay. All right, well, there you have it. We made a good landing finally. It took me a while to do that. I can fly the airplane, but every time it starts out great, but as soon as I get up in the air, within a very, very short time, the avionics quit working. My peripherals work fine, but I don't have any indication showing me my airspeed, my power settings, or anything. I just have to try to do it by feel and listen to the motor sounds to try to pick up on it. But we were able to make a pretty good landing. Tail draggers, normally once I get on the ground and I slow down enough, I pull the stick back into my gut to help keep that tail wheel on the ground and let it roll out. But this time, as you saw, I did it a little bit too soon, and we actually floated it, and I stalled the wing just as we got ready to touch down for the second time. You can see it try to take that turn, but this thing was equipped with very stout landing gear, and so everything went well, and the flight was successful. Again, this is just great fun flying this aircraft. You can load ordnance on it. I just don't have any need of it, and so with that, we got her done. So I hope you enjoyed the flight. I had a lot of fun bringing it to you. This was a great test, and I'm looking forward to the updates to help cure some of these problems that we're having. So until next time, this is Bug Eater 64, and as always, remember, do as I say, not as I do, and safe flying.